Another podcast. This is a 2000, I think, 18 movie that came out. A 2015 movie, 10 years ago. And this starts the always gorgeous Zoe Dush, aka Zoe Thompson, Leah Thompson's daughter, and Nicholas Braun. Good kids. Yeah, let's see this movie. It's about 90 something minutes. Let's get started. Play the feature. This movie I haven't seen in years. I liked it though. I saw it was decent at best. Nothing great, but something that was different from Zoe, even though she doesn't, show much of this movie. Other actresses do instead. I saw this movie, I think, on like Showtime or something. Voltage Pictures. Never heard of them. Hey, movie fan, superhero movie fan. Good afternoon. I hope they won't do any bots showing up today. No, I hope not, because I'm doing this in the afternoon, not the morning. If they do, I'll just block them immediately. I'm not going to waste time. I got another podcast to do tomorrow. College applications. These all of them as kids filling out college applications, even though you don't need to fill out college applications until you're at least in high school. Teens. 10 years ago, I don't think Zoe was a teen because she's 30 now. So she was like 20 when this movie came out. I know that kid. He was in Austin and Alley. He was Nelson. He was like, Narts. 8 years later, they put. Yeah, Mateo Arias. That's Moises Arias' older brother. He looks just like him, just with curly hair. This feels like an independent movie because I never heard of this movie when it came out. And look what they put on the front of this movie. Knockout. Yeah, she is a knockout. I still prefer Zoe to. I still prefer Caitlin Dever because she does more of my liking. Except for The Last of Us, that's not her fault. Just bad writing. Killing off Pedro Pascal in the second episode. That was a mistake. They couldn't even wait till the end of the season. They had to do it right away. It lost the audience, and people are just done with it. I don't blame them. I have no interest in season 3 or 4 because Ellie's not a good enough character to carry the show. Sorry. Nicholas Braun. I've always liked him since Minuteman back in the 2000s and Sky High. Underrated Disney movie. Another Spanish guy in a movie. I think that's Damian Beecher or whatever. He was in Alien Covenant, I think. No, you're not. Shut up. You're not. You're nothing. You're just a Spanish guy that got lucky because you can speak English. Because most people can't. They don't get lucky in Hollywood. He looks white for some reason. He's not white. Some of the dialogue is a bit cringe here. Also, Ashley Judd's in this movie. Not a main character, but still, she could have been cut. I remember seeing this. I'm like, why are you showing him your anus? Why? He's not interested in you. No one is. Except for freaking, Harvey Weinstein. But again, he's in prison now, where he belongs. Also, rest in peace to Malcolm. What's it called? The guy from the Cosby Show. Yeah, I think it was Damar or something like that, or Lamar. Yeah, may he rest in peace. It's a damn shame. He was drowned, just like Shad Gaspar, man. He is so cute. She has one of the cutest faces I've ever seen. I would like her as Amy Rose, but the thing is that she might be too busy for like that, and also I don't know if people will accept it. I don't know. I still say Eva Carlton. This guy has a weird way of talking. Yeah, well, his brother is from Hannah Montana, so. He's teaching karate to kids. He has a weird voice. Hey, it's Julie Gardner. Yes, the new Silver Surfer, even though Silver Surfer is a man in the comic, but whatever. You're lost, Marvel. When that movie doesn't make $1 billion, you know why. Because people are over the MCU for a while until the next Spider-Man movie comes out. She's like the frizzy hair blonde discount version of Caitlin Dever. She's a good actress. It's just like I wish they weren't going to waste her as the Silver Surfer, a female Silver Surfer, because you need a male and female version of everything now. Thank God Blade doesn't have a female version. You don't need it. Blade is a black man, not a white woman. That was an amazing jump. This is kind of like Booksmart, except it's less gay, and also Zoe is not a lesbian. I don't Skype anymore. I don't know you. For Dark Knight Rises, I'm gonna have to shut off the chat, just so I could do it. She has the voice, but I don't know if they're gonna pick her. I don't know if she's done voice acting before, like Anna Kendrick or sandwiches. Excuse me. I watch the Food Network every now and then. I never saw her on Sweet Life on Deck because I didn't care for the show. The original was better. Kylo Ren. Yeah, this basically is. Yeah, I don't know this person. Uh, this is basically the plot of Booksmart, except they're not in school. It's a summer movie instead. Don't laugh. She's cute. She's so cute, man. She looks just like mom. Just like her mother, Leah. She has her face. I express myself, Josh, is what I do. If I don't express myself, I don't deserve to live. You're just afraid because all these black guys, they didn't express themselves. They sexually harassed women. You won't do that even if you tried because, again, they're criminals. You're not. Yeah, I'm not boring. Yes, 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 yes. Again, Daniel Bryan was big in 2015, so the Yes Movement, yeah, here comes Ashley Judd. 12 minutes into the movie. Older women hitting on him. That would be fine, but I don't want Ashley Judd hitting on me. Not interesting. You know, the Eddie, the guy that played Mr. Terrific, he's gonna have women swooning on him because he played the best character in the movie that's not Superman. Yeah, and he's a black man. Yeah, that's not funny. Yeah, this is why Harvey Weinstein fooled you, Ashley, because you're dumb. You'll fall for anything. If you if you fall for one thing, you'll fall for anything. I'm not gonna let some guy or girl lure me into a hotel room if I'm not interested. I'm not an idiot. That's why I've never been violated. Not by some old guy. I'm just never been a fan of hers, even back in the 90s and the early 2000s. The girls love Mr. Terrific. No girl or guy deserves to be violated. No, they don't. He has an Acer computer. We on DVD last this Thanksgiving. I'll say that kicks the crap out of some comedies dramas we got today. Yeah, it's short. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's not depressing like Thunderbolts is. I don't have insomnia. I take naps in the daytime so I can sleep at night. Look at the American flag. Yeah, because it's a mostly American cast, except for Damian Beecher. He's Mexican or something. I don't know. This was before the pandemic, and you can tell. This is when Ashley Judd still did films. Now we barely see her. Gee, I wonder why. I was violated 10 years ago in the theater, and you don't see me running away. I already said what happened. Okay, that was kind of funny. Yeah, mansions. Those houses are huge. I can express myself sexually because I'm heterosexual. That doesn't mean you're a part-time heterosexual. When you're heterosexual for life. For life. Not part-time, no. Full. Every time I see a woman, yeah. Every single time. Even when I'm sick, my eyes are still working. And my other region. Being heterosexual is not a part-time job. It's full-time. People keep forgetting that. It's from the producers of American Pie, but this doesn't have the same gross-out humor that did. Because there's no Stifler here. It's only 4 people, not 8, right? Wait, it was Jason Biggs, William Scott, Chris, Thomas, Eddie Thomas, and Nicholas, Thomas Ian Nicholas, and 5 of them, and then you had Tasha Leon, Shannon Elizabeth, Tara Reid, Nina Savari. Yeah, there were like 11 people in that movie. 11, because it was 5 girls, 5 guys, and I think there was one more. And John Cho, if you ask him. Booze. No thanks. Booze is bad for you. Yes. That's apple juice. No, I can't. I don't put that in my system. After getting tipsy with rum raisin, I don't want it. I drink water, yep. People like to touch substances. I don't need to take a hit when I already get hits from girls. I love her hair. It's bad, man. There's a reason they call them controlled substances, Josh, because they control your mind. I know, because I took medication last year. She has a petite little body. And you're also foreign. Oh, you got that right. This girl has amazing hair. And I like these characters better than the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. Why? Because they're not mostly not foreign actors, and they're good actors. Yeah, again, don't use that. That will mess up your brain worse than anything. I don't touch any controlled substances because I'm like, I want to keep my nose clean and my mind clean and my body clean, inside and out. Gummy bears. Drugs is what killed a lot of famous singers and actors. It, yeah, I don't. I don't like to take showers with cold water because then, unless it's very very hot, because it's hard. There's a souffle. Why do people like that crazy in parties? I don't get it. Oh, those dolls are creepy. Um, 22 minutes in. He's like Jason Biggs, except way taller. He's like got Chris Klein's height. Yeah, he is a very tall dude. I want to be taller than a girl, at least by a couple inches. That's the only thing that Annika's got a disadvantage for me is that she's taller than me. She's like 5'8". I think I didn't say her exact height, but she's taller than me. But I still would tap it. Beautiful girl. She's not one of the main characters. She's just a. Hello, beautiful body. Yeah, it's not shocking anymore. The female body's a work of art. There's no reason to hide it. All these Arabic chicks that can't even show their faces, that's a problem for me. The female body's not something, is a work of art. You should never cover it with a sheet. They don't cover the Mona Lisa in a plastic, tarp or something. I love brunettes. I mean, give me a break. I saw a movie yesterday that only had one woman. You saw he's got a wood. No, they don't do that in this movie. This is not an American Pie sequel. They have to follow rules, otherwise they get killed. Yeah, not here in the States. Here, every summer I show my legs, whether they're hairy or not. Yeah, it is. It's got a Booksmart kind of feel, except that movie, like I said, Josh, nothing in that movie can make me hate Caitlin Dever, no matter what she did in the film. She's desirable. The first time I saw her in the trailer, I'm like, who is that? When I first saw the trailer in 2019, I'm like, my eyes were bursting out of my face. Because I had seen Beanie Feldstein in something before, and I know who her brother is. But I've never seen Caitlyn before that movie, and I was like, Mateo's got a good expressive face, but his voice is kind of weird. I don't know. Because his brother has a weird voice too. Rico! And all that. No. I'm jealous. Yep, he's tired. And then he gets drained because, you know, all these other women in the area want him. Man, he could catch. Nice catch. My attraction can't flow slowly, Dosh. Once the dopamine's hit my brain, it takes about a minute for them to kick in. It starts processing, and then when I like something, I just the chemicals in the brain just kick into overdrive. If I met Zoe this year, trust me, whether she's with a man or not, it doesn't matter to me. She's still a woman that goes to the convention, and yeah, I'm there for it. It's some guys she took like this. See, on a dock, like Booksmart. But like I said, this is 4 friends, not 2. Her father is the director, Howard Dosh. It's a nice looking film, too. Hold on. I gotta get this coupon for next week, for Thursday. I need this for later anyway, so. What? No thanks. No. She makes me go limp. No. I refuse. They made him into a male bimbo. No. This is why you get what you deserve. Just like Lex Luthor. Strokes. Get it? Yeah, what you do with a woman is your business, not somebody else's. Yeah, no thanks. I wanted him one to hit on me, but not her. And this actor's weird. I don't take drugs. 30 minutes in. One shade. Why are you talking like this? I don't know he's talking like this. It's weird. I don't know if he really talks like that. I saw him in an episode of I think Drake and Josh or something, yeah. Yeah. No. Again, age does not freaking matter. Again, we know. That was you in high school, Josh. I'm talking about as an adult. I'm not gonna if a woman at Comic Con was hitting on me, I'm like, why not? If she's a black woman, let her have it. Have at it. There's a lot of people at Comic Con that are just as randy as I am. Yep, he's pulling a Twilight. Or, you know, the Jacob takes his shirt off. Why? Here, at least it makes sense. He's going swimming. Yeah, don't do that unless you can swim. There's the Kama Sutra. No, I'm not going to show that. I'm not going to get this video demonetized. It's not assault, Josh, if it's consensual. It's not assault. She has beautiful blonde hair. People gotta stop acting like, you know, that relations is a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if it's not consensual, or it's with someone underage. Then it's wrong. But if it's with two consenting adults, what's the problem, Mrs. Jones? I'm sorry. He was with an Asian woman again, Miss Quan Fletcher. Beautiful. This is Yates number 3. And then he goes to the doctor. Is like, yeah, I've been using it a lot. This is O'Callaghan. Man, he has more relations with women than Quagmire from Quagmire from Family Guy. They're using him as a male pimp, almost. See, I told you the female body is a work of art, Diana. Carrington Rutherford. Yeah, thank you for cutting away. Are they getting tennis lessons or are they doing a brothel? You know that's illegal, right? Yeah. Brothels are illegal. Unless you're... She's gorgeous. Yes, she. She's not quiet. There's always been a lot of films where she's not quiet. If I have a preference, I'm gonna follow through. It's gonna happen, guys. I went to the dentist and I told a woman that she's a very attractive woman. Yeah, I said that to my dentist, who was female, not a gay man like last year. No way, no way is my dentist gonna be gay. I won't let them touch me. I'm not signing any consensual papers for some man to touch me. Not gonna happen after last year. I didn't know. Okay, Maimonides, I'm never going there again for the dentist. You are so adorable. Oh, just one touch. If I stroke her hair like this once, I'll lose it. Age does not matter. James Frank, James Franco, James Franco was over a decade older than Zoe in a year after this movie came out, and why him? Yeah, he's way older than her. He's in his 40s, and she's in her 30s. They're not. He's doing older women. He's doing cougars. She's so cute, man. People said she was annoying in the second Zombieland. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I just saw the first one twice. I heard the commentary last time. You can't sing. Yeah, God, that accent sucked this year. You can't sing. You're not Cody Simpson, okay? His accent just feels really out of place in this movie. This is an American-made independent movie, not an Australian one. You don't compliment your doctors? I don't have doctors, Josh. Dentists. I haven't seen a doctor for months. Age is my only concern. It's not my concern because I'm not breaking any laws. As long as I don't take an 18-year-old to a bar, I'm fine. I don't drink, so I don't need that. I don't drink. I've been legal to drink for since I was 21, and I still don't. I choose non-alcoholic beverages because I want to keep my hair clean. I don't drink anything. I don't drink booze. I don't drink wine. I don't drink hard seltzer or anything. It's not the age difference. It's not. It doesn't matter to me. My brother's been married to the same woman for 2 years, and he's 15 years older than her. In this family, we usually don't stick to our same age. At least the two of us, anyway. My brother and myself. Age doesn't matter. If it's a female, that's all that I want. I'm not that complicated. And here's woman number 18, I think. I don't know. I lost count after. It's the same woman. I like feet. I think feet are nice when they're clean. We're 40 minutes in, so we're about halfway through the movie. No. 90. And you're in trouble. Again, arrest him. Again, dude, wear some clothes. People gotta be like sneaky. Not me. To me, a relationship is one-on-one. I don't share my relationship with anybody else. I'm a private person. I don't believe in sharing everything on the internet. Uh-oh, the headband. You cheater. Yes, I know, Nicholas Braun. You don't have to tell me. And there's the cops. Yep. You're speeding and you're not wearing any clothes. Yes. You should have put some pants on or something. Now they're gonna find him naked and be like, why are you naked? I saw the trailer for Stranger Things season 5. They arrested him because, again, indecent exposure. At least the cop isn't racist, so he looked at him weird, but he didn't. He didn't like say, "Come here, one." People like to cheat you. Yeah, you have to wear clothes. On, only for, only a few places you can be naked, and that's a bathroom or a changing room or or the what was it called you also a place like a sauna or something like that. But in public, you can't be naked. Not. I don't know what accent that is. Some these foreign actors are, they're, they're the worst part of the movie. Him and the Australian guy. That actor is he playing an Italian? He's not Italian. He's Mexican. I know. I saw him in I saw him in Alien Covenant. Some of the foreign actors in the movie feel out of place. They do because this is an American-made independent movie. There weren't a lot of foreign actors in American Pie. I think when they got to four, they got one. They had that Spanish girl from X-Men 3, who's like Dominican or something. I'm like, she wasn't needed in the film. She was there just so Eddie K. Thomas has a rebound girl. Sorry, not interested. I told you, Spanish girls are on the bottom of my list. They're not in my top five. Not even close. Just because I find Anna Taylor-Joy cute, it's just she looks more European than Spanish because she's very light skinned. She has a cute voice, but she's not on the top of my list. She's definitely no Zoe Deutsch or Caitlin Dever or Iman. Again, you're not the only one, Nicholas Braun. You're not the only one. He feels out of place in this movie. It feels like the kissing booth or something. I'm not an idiot. You're so yummy, Zoe. You're so yummy. She's so cute because she's petite. Erland, Airhead, it doesn't matter. He could be your dad. I'm sorry. I don't know what Howard Dush looks like, but he's not. He doesn't look. Dude, Zoe already blossomed after she was in Sweet Life on Deck. When you saw her in Vampire Academy, I hated the movie, but when she was in that, I was like, She had like dark hair. Yeah, I hated the movie, but she wasn't the problem. The narration and the bad writing they gave her was the problem. Of course he does. Look at you. Look at her. Look at it. Look at it. Remember SpongeBob when Patrick's like, look at it. Look at it. I love that episode, man. If she said that, to me, I'd grab her and take her right. Okay. Why him? I don't know why Sean was like, I never told you about her because you didn't see Sweet Life on Deck. I did, and then I stopped watching it when she showed up in season 3 because I hated Bailey and I didn't like Woody. I didn't like what they did with Doc Shaw. I didn't like what they did, with the Indian girl from Star Wars Rebels. It was just racist, and it was just it bothered me. It's nothing, and not as funny as Sweet Life on Zack and Cody. There's Julie Garner. She's cute too. We're almost an hour in. At least the movie's short because Dark Knight Rises is really long. Yeah, and he doesn't get released until the end. Look at him. Then he goes to the doctor. He's like, yeah. Then Xbox One. This was 2015. They're playing Mortal Kombat. The kid's not even blinking. Feel special, huh? Yeah, you can see the Xbox controller in his hand. Tablets babysit children now. Scorpion. Look at that ocean. Mm-hmm. There it is. Headband. That fish is Dory from Finding Nemo. I like younger women and older women. If they're a woman, they're in my category. He's hallucinating. You see why I don't use drugs? Again, he looks like the Lion King. Yeah. See? Stingrays. Poor Andy. Superman. Again, you don't leave your. Saw the 360 shot. I'm talking like this. Bad decisions lead to bad consequences. You see? And you have to start talking like this. I'm sorry. There's a weird way of talking in this movie. I don't know if that was a directional thing or Mateo was like, I have to talk like this. I'm talking like this through the whole movie. Mm-hmm. I like to see this. Yeah, sometimes. There she is. She shows up an hour into the movie, but she's cute. Hey, if that was Iman, I would kiss her too. He's beautiful. See, you don't have to hide your face or your hair. You're very lovely. bed and breakfast. She is very lovely. I like girls of color, Josh. That's never been it's never been a fetish. It's a preference. I like the darker skin. It's just something that. Let me lie down a little bit because it's almost over. What a beautiful girl. And I'm sorry that they had to cancel Apu from The Simpsons just because he wasn't voiced by an Indian dude. I'm like, it's a cartoon, guys. Let go of your prejudice. You know? If I met Hank Azaria, I won't even talk to him about it. I would just let him sign my DVD of Godzilla 1998. See, it hurts when he pisses because, again, trust me, that happened to me. Not this, but, you know. He's been using it too much. Yeah, they'll tell you if you're exhausted. Yep. She's so beautiful, man. That dark hair and that nice brown skin, light brown skin. You should. Women usually get those. My immune system is not suppressed. It's not suppressed. 'Who are you? Yeah, why you still talking like that? Yeah, stoners don't talk like this. Fifteen 15 women in 2 months. Yeah, don't try this at home, guys. She's a beautiful Indian princess. Oh, that was really that's mean. Yeah, that guy should not have been in the movie. He's there to fill time. Him, Damian Beecher, and Ashley Judd could have been cut, and the movie would have been an hour and 20 minutes. Why do movies need filler characters in it? So she's wearing lipstick. He's like a foot taller than the Indian girl. And that guy's chugging. We know. They're like, really? You would let him on? It's like Allison Williams from Get Out and from Megan. I did like the first Megan for what it was. I didn't hate it. Mattress. Uh-oh. Yes, pecs. More chugging. I had no idea Robert Pattinson would be a good Batman. Well, We'll see more of him hopefully in another year or so. Poor Andy. Use your back, Andy. The strong dude. She makes me happy. Danya disappeared. Yeah. That's so awkward. She's doing this. He hasn't touched you? No, I won't talk like that. I know. He's not. Also, those angry husbands. There's really no villains in this movie. Why does he have Kylo Ren's hair? Uh-oh. Angry husbands. Nobody dies in this movie. It's not that kind of a comedy. This is not Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, where there's deaths all over the place. Again, why don't you just be with somebody that's single like Danya? Don't ever. You learn martial arts, of course you're gonna. His fighting skills are impressive. That's why I never do somebody else's wife or do someone else's husband, because it will come back to haunt you. Hey, that's Randy Couture. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're not dead. They're not dead. It's not that kind of movie. This is not a dark comedy. It's kind of a coming of age story, like Booksmart. So happy Superman is soaring, just like I knew it would. They're not kid. They're not kids. They're young adults. At least the cops are cool in this movie, because in Booksmart, before Caitlin Deaver gets arrested and it's not her fault, and then they get her out too conveniently. Like they find the guy that was in the taxi cab is actually a criminal, so they catch him, and I'm like, that was too convenient. They get a reward for her, and she gets released. Anyway, keep talking like that. He is very lovely. Yeah, except his voice is weird. I don't know why Mateo talks like that. I'm talking the whole movie like this. She's a likable character. She wasn't jealous or anything, or she at least got. You're an anime character. She was a likable character, even though she comes an hour into the movie, and her accent is fine because it doesn't bother me. Damian Beecher, I'm like, why was he in the movie? And the Rossi guy, completely useless. The foreigners didn't need to be in the other foreigners in the Earth's half don't need to be in the movie. They could have been cut. This is a fun movie. It's short too, so it doesn't feel overlong. Some of those movies on Netflix that were comedies are almost 2 hours, and they don't need to be. They're stretched out. No, that's not gonna happen. She has the sweetest little face, Zoe. It's not as it's not as deep as Superman though. That made me cry. I was tearing up in the theater. I wasn't like bawling, but I was wet. My eyes were really watery. She deserves kisses from a real man. See, she feels so safe in a man's arms. What a cutie pie. Lines. Yeah, when I went to college, there was a lot of lines. But at least I don't have to go through that. 20 years ago, I first went to college. It's a good actor. I like Nicholas Braun. And that's the movie. 85 minutes long. See? Chris McCoy directed this, who wrote it as well. It's mostly well written. Also, Chris Wheats produced this. He did the American Pie movies. It's a fun movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on Tubi, so you could watch it for free. You don't have to pay to see this one. It's worth the watch. The cast is really good in the film, and it's mostly funny, and it has a charm to it, even though it's got an R rating. But you know, there's some flaws. Like I said, some of the side characters could have been cut for time, but 85 minutes is not too long. So thanks for watching me. Acknowledge me, and tomorrow we're doing that really long Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises. So prepare yourselves for a really long podcast. But that's the last one I'm doing for at least a day. Not doing a podcast Thursday. So see.